CABG, coronary artery bypass grafting, where you've taken care of the immunological reaction also. That is how a heart basically regenerates on stem cell therapy. Now this is being tried, and there are success stories all over. There are publications for the last 2 years coming from the American school and from the German school. The same story comes true for insulin-dependent diabetes mellitus. Again for cerebral palsy. These are the mesenchymal stem cells which are working the wonders, and the other stem cells which are present. The problem with us, the community, we are boasting that we know many things, but it's very unfortunate, but it's not late to realize and to share with you who are of the same trade. We possibly don't know even 1% of what a stem cell can do, what it is capable of. What we realize is possibly less than 1% of the total potential of stem cells. Day after tomorrow, a time will come. In fact, we've got a program of ourselves. I am a co-researcher of that project, which is known as the Blood to Brain Project, in which nucleated lymphocytes were coaxed to become stem cells, and those stem cells again were coaxed to become neurons. So this is known as de-differentiation, and this is possible. That means our nucleus has got a dictionary. You like it or not, it has got the meaning of the word starting from A to Z. You might be looking up to A, you might be looking up to B, you might look up to Y. But meaning of all the words are there in the dictionary. So today, if I look at Z, I look at it. But if I tell the cell, please go back and look at A, then if I give the correct trigger, it is going to go back to A and then read A and make itself as A. That means the chromosome has just to shift, the gene has to shift. It occurs in our body when fetal hemoglobin containing cells are produced. By destroying there is a methylation, demethylation trigger. I'm not going into all those chemical details, but it can be done. The same thing was done in our laboratory, and I have been a part of it. I've seen that lymphocytes can be made into neurons. So a day is coming where the most primitive of these stem cells, once isolated, can be transformed into any other type of cell in the body. But there is one question with a capital Q. All of us are individuals. Our individuality is determined by a particular thing known as HLA, or human leukocytic antigen. That determines where a foreign cell will be accepted by my body or not. That HLA, in case of an umbilical cord blood derived stem cell, generally only 4 HLAs are expressed out of 6. Okay, so if I want to match someone's bone marrow derived stem cell and I have got the umbilical cord blood derived stem cell, it is easier to match the umbilical cord blood derived stem cell than an adult stem cell from the bone marrow, because obviously the match required is less. This holds true for all the therapies regarding transplant, but not organ regeneration. In case of organ regeneration, you require 100% matched cell. I'll end this talk with a small story. We had one patient in Manila. It was about 10 years back. The brother was suffering from type 1 diabetes mellitus. The girl was born and the girl's cord blood was taken, mesenchymal stem cells were prepared, and it was given to the boy because it was a 75% HLA match. The boy at that time was 6 years old. His insulin requirement reduced and became 0. He became totally insulin independent for 9 years. After that, slowly again his GGT started defaultering and he's now become an overt diabetic. It was realized that though he had a good match with his sister, there were some minor HLAs which were incompatible, and that over time rejected the newly made beta cells of islets of Langerhans from those stem cells which were recovered from his sister. So this is just one word I would like to tell you. Stem cell is a therapy. It's not a miracle, it's not an amrit. So using it can give you lots of things, not using it can deter you from having lots of things. But if you use it, please try to use it rationally. That means where it is going to work. Because people are going to make high promises which are not entirely true in every aspect. Thank you very much for giving me a patient hearing. If there are any questions, I would like to answer those. That is, I'll try to.